I made $0 this week. Zero. Nothing. Not even 1 cent. Absolutely nothing. And I'm going to explain to you guys why this results and why this was all on purpose actually. And showing you the thing I built instead. So, for the people that don't know, that don't know what I'm doing here, I'm basically starting a challenge going from nothing to a millionaire, and I'm posting every single week a regular update of what I'm doing, of where I am, if I am like in positive or negative, and you can actually watch the first video that I made in case you want to see the full story, but that's basically a recap. So as I said, I didn't make any money. But why? Last week, I said that I would figure out my first move. And then later on, I realized that actually, I couldn't make a first move because I just didn't know enough to make one. I didn't have any information, actually. So I basically had two choices. Either one, I'm putting myself in a random thing and I start spending 4 months in it to just see random results, and I could just look busy and feel productive and post a video every week of I am doing something. Or I could actually find out what the options are before I bet my time on them. Because you see, I figured out something is that when you're starting with no money, the only thing that you are spending is time. You're not spending any money because you don't have one, so, and time is actually the most precious currency that I own right now. So I must use it efficiently. Even though I have plenty of time, I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. So I'm not trying to be like the fastest and to just waste a couple of months into something I picked randomly like in 10 minutes, doesn't make sense. So week 1 was for learning, if that does make sense. This is the direction that I'm going into, and I do believe that it is a good solution. I do believe it was necessary. So first of all, I wrote as usual, as I said, in the notebook. This notebook, in case you don't know, I'm supposed to write everything in it, and we can just have a nicer look back in the past. Have a nicer look in the past. Yeah, you got it. So, first of all, I sat down and I asked myself how to actually make money. I figured out that the goal was to make $1 million, even though it seems pretty obvious. I had to write it down, and I wrote some ideas of how to make money. I was thinking, and I realized that you could actually separate money into 3 categories, or separate the ways to make money into 3 categories. So first we have what I call the linear money. The linear money is paying X dollar per period of time, and it's simple. It's like a salary, a job, or clipping or whatever, and you put it an hour and you get paid for that hour. The number doesn't move, it will always be the same. The money is basically guaranteed in some way. Low risk, but low reward at the same time. Let's just say that I'm actually getting 1K per month. It will take me more than 80 years to get the million. And the fact that it will take me plus 80 years is pretty bad. So it's guaranteed money, but it won't be enough to make the million, Then we have what I call the exponential money. Exponential money is where it is like trading, investing, gambling, and each win is straight up bigger than the last. because you are stacking on top of what you already have, on top of what you already made. It's just an exponential growth. The thing is that this is actually high risk, high reward, because what motivational videos oftenly underrepresent is that it is an exponential growth. Indeed, it grows really fast, but it also falls down really fast. It basically falls down as fast, if not faster, and it is faster and way faster. For example, if you're gambling and you're putting some sum of money, just losing straight up vanishes the money. You lose everything. There's nothing left. One bad hit and I'm not even back at the start. I'm behind the start. I'm behind where I started. So this is basically really bad. And another thing that is bad with it is that I actually need money to start. So I cannot start with exponential money. If I lose everything with it, I need to rebuild it again. The fuse money. The fuse money is both at once, linear and exponential at the same time. And it is a business, a game or something you're selling and whatever, something you build and you own by yourself. At first, it pays worse than linear. But then, if it blows up, if it becomes really popular and really viral and there is a lot of demand, then you will actually make more than linear, even more perhaps than exponential, because it is a guaranteed money if it blows up. And more than that, there is no risks. The only thing you're risking is basically time. And if it blows up, you cannot lose that money. It will always be a passive income. And the catch is, with this one, that it is actually the hardest. It will require the most work, the most patience, and it will basically require the most determination, actually, and motivation as well. But I, of course, not only done that on the full week that I had, because I spent the first 2 days doing whatever I wanted. Actually, I started, working on the project, and at the same time, I wasn't too focused on it, and it was really weird and really unorganized. So I spent a full day just figuring out what will be the best schedule for me. I looked at videos of how to schedule things, how to make a good schedule that is actually working, that I will actually follow. What I made is basically, I will wake up around 8 or 10 a.m. I wake up. Then we start with 2 hours of learning and exponential money. Okay? 2 hours of learning. Or we spend 2 hours of building the fuse money. So the project, whatever it is. Then I get a 2 to 4 hours break, because I'm a human and I need a break sometime, and to eat and to go out and whatever. Otherwise I won't do it and I will be too depressed. After the 2 to 4 hours break, I'm going to spend as much time as I need for the linear money. That will be, at least for the start. For the start, every single day will be like this. Wake up, learning, break, linear money. And then at the end, if I have time, I will work again on the fuse money project. I will only be focusing on one thing. I won't be diverging through different exponential money methods. No, I will only be looking at one, mastering that one, and only doing this. Let's focus about what I actually did. First and for all, I started warming up the accounts for the clipping, because what I chose as the linear method to make money is clipping. It seems pretty good, and you get paid by creators that are asking you to basically promote their products to make them go viral. And I think that even if I get $20 out of it in a week, which will be really good, and 100 in best case scenario, even if I get just $20, it's actually really good. If I wanted then to, just getting something is good. It's not even 1% of the full goal. It's not 1% of the goal, but it's actually good. I need to start somewhere. that's how I make money. I mean, this week I learned about trading and investing. I watched a lot of videos thanks to some guy that commented on last video, and he actually had resources that I could watch and that explained a lot of things. So basically I'm just like watching them, taking notes and trying to learn, because it's really hard to understand everything, but I'm on it. And yeah, I'm using for now as the exponential method trading and investing. This will be what I'm using because gambling is of course an option, but I think it will only be useful once I made enough money. With only $20, let's say, gambling is not even like good. It's not even a good idea. So for now I made zero money and I lost zero money. The difference between now and last week is that last week the notebook was empty. Well, now it is a little bit more full, you know, not completed, but it isn't empty anymore. There is somewhere where I might be wrong. Alright? And this is really important to say. If you look at category number 2 again, exponential money, you will see that I put trading and gambling in the same category. And this is on purpose. And it actually bothered me when I was writing a script, because the thing is that I couldn't fully explain what is the difference between the two. You know, when I first looked at trading, I thought and it was just like, oh, price goes down and then price goes up, and price goes down and then price goes up, you know. It's pretty dangerous to think like that, because it's not that easy. And I think it's a common misconception, and I had it. So I'll actually be working on it, and I'm willing to add a new rule to the game, to the challenge. And this rule is that if I'm not in the capacity to explain to you what I'm doing, like really, if I'm not in capacity to teach it, then I'm not putting money on it, at least for trading, because this isn't trading if I don't understand. It's just gambling with an extra unnecessary steps. And if I just want to gamble, then I'm just going to gamble. I'm not saying that gambling is off the bat. As I've said, I think I've already said it, but it could be useful if enough money with the good calculations and with like the good setup and everything done ready. I do believe it is useful. It is usable. However, trading without knowledge isn't even like it's not a thing. All right, there will be a lot of time, I think, before I actually get into the exponential work, because I will need to gather a lot of knowledge. Another thing is that when I started the week, I wanted to make money right off the bat. You know, I wanted to make money right now. That's where I realized that I'd rather be the slow guy that is taking his time than the guy that tries to be fast and just burn down all his money on week 4 and is like depressed and has a bed in his house and is now homeless. You know, I don't want to be him. So yeah, I think I'll take my time, and I know that, well, I haven't made any money yet, but I know that once you make money, there is this like kind of greed that will get on your brain, you know, and that can make you do foolish decisions. So I will try not to succumb to that at my best, and I will actually try to just, well, win the challenge. I mean, there are no reasons not to go slow. I have plenty of time. Time is the only thing I have to lose, and I have a lot of them. So it's fine. One last thing is that last week I sat in the same chair and I said, no money, no skill, no knowledge. And this week I actually learned. I actually learned how to edit a video. I learned bit about trading. I learned how to schedule things, to organize myself. I searched actually for over 30, I think, yeah, there was 30 methods of making money, different methods. And I looked at all of them. I was sorting them. I still have no money, but I cannot say no skills or knowledge anymore. I at least have more than last week. Last week I also posted my video to 100 people, I think. It was the number of views. I haven't looked in a while. It is exactly 150 views. 160 actually. 160 views. Total strangers that I don't know were talking and saying that they believed in me, and this is so wholesome. And some guys actually say that he's on the same journey as me, and he just started some weeks ago with difference from me. So yeah, I also wanted to say that if you want to actually give me some advice, I'll take them like so. I'd be so happy to take them, because I have this plan, but I'm not an expert. It's just a plan that I made up myself, and like I don't know if it's a good one or bad one. I'm just trying at this point. If you have any advice, like even a thing that I can like add in, or if you just want you yourself to write in the comment like a weekly update of you as I'm posting my video, this would be so cool. If you want to do it yourself as well, you can. I mean, feel free to comment, and yeah, feel free to also join the journey. I mean, this YouTube channel isn't made to go viral and popular, just for fun. I actually still have to do my definitive picks. For now, it's as a linear. I have chose clipping. Then I chose as an exponential trade, as an exponential trading, and for now the thing that I chose as the fuse one will be a Roblox game, because I think there is actually some potential there, and I got some ideas. And I used to make video games when I was like really young. I mean, 8 years ago. So I have some knowledge in video games, and I figured out that it will be cool to put them to work. So yeah, by next Friday I will be making the definitive choices. I will maybe change during the week. I don't know yet. And that's it. Next Friday you will see what I chose, and if I actually made money, because I hope I did. I actually hope I did make some. But well, that's for next week, I guess. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.